The Jade Emperor, the King of Heaven, had a pretty and kind only daughter. The only daughter of the Jade Emperor was called Jingnyeo because she weaved very well. The weaving skills of Jingnyeo were better than anyone else, so it was a great pride of the Jade Emperor. When Jingnyeo grew up, the Jade Emperor married Jingnyeo to Gyeonwoo, a handsome young man who drives cows well. Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo got along very well, so they were happy. One nice day, Gyeonwoo came to see Jingnyeo driving a cow and weaving a cloth.
It's nice today, so why don't we go out on a cow?
Jingnyeo was worried that she would be scolded by the Jade Emperor because she couldn't complete the cloth, but she went out to the field with Gyeonwoo. Together, they rode a cow and looked around a field full of beautiful flowers. Jingnyeo spoke in a happy voice. The sun is warm and the wind is sweet. Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo went to the fields and mountains the next day and the next day. When Jingnyeo didn't weave for several days, the Jade Emperor, who couldn't see it, called Jingnyeo and scolded her.
Why do you just play every day?
You must complete the cloth today. Jingnyeo tried to weave, but she loved hanging out with Gyeonwoo. So I just played in streams and rivers regardless of the scolding of the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor gave several opportunities, but Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo did not keep their promises with the Jade Emperor.
I've forgiven you many times, but now I can't help but punish you.
Eventually, the Jade Emperor, who was very angry, shouted at the two.
Send the dog to the east of the Milky Way and the Jingnyeo to the west of the Milky Way.
And let them meet only once a year, July 7th and 7th. Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo cried and repented of their mistakes. But they couldn't change the mind of the Jade Emperor. In the end, Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo waited for the day they would meet each other at the end of the Milky Way. But even in July, the Milky Way was too wide and deep to cross. Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo shed tears of regret, and tears overflowed and rained to the land.
Let's build a bridge in the Milky Way so that the two can meet.
Crows and magpies all flew to heaven due to the sad story of Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo. And they connected each other's heads to create Ojokyo Bridge, a bridge that crosses the Milky Way. Thanks to Ojokyo Bridge, Gyeonwoo and Jingnyeo were able to meet each other. It still rains occasionally on July 7th because the two people I met after a year shed tears of joy. And the crows and magpies don't have hair because they stepped on the birds' heads as they crossed Ojokyo Bridge.